Hello everybody, welcome to City Gist with Sister Temi. Today on City Gist, I'll be talking about adoption. Adoption is a process where you take a child that is not yours to take care of him or her like your own. Adoption is not common in this part of the world because so many people don't believe in adoption. They believe that they're actually raising someone else's child, and probably in the future the child may not be useful to them or something. But there are so many people that actually open on having their own children, and while in the process of waiting, you can actually adopt a child and train them like they are yours. But if you know you don't have that free will or that love for other children, it's better you don't adopt children and then you make them suffer, you maltreat them because you are not their parents, or when your own children start coming, you start treating them bad. You have to make sure that you treat them as if they are yours. It's even possible for your own biological children not to know that they're actually adopted. In the Western world, so many celebrities, even just ordinary normal families, they go for adoption. They adopt children because they see it as a way of helping people. They see it as a way of helping the less privileged, those in the orphanage homes, those that are motherless. So they see it as a way of helping and reaching out to them. So it is something we can also adopt here in Nigeria. When you see that their children are suffering, just try to check into their background and then you can raise them. The earlier you raise them, the better for you, because you'll be able to put them through in your own ways of life and what you want them to follow. So if you are still trusting and you still want to have your own children, you can still use that process while you are still waiting for your own children to come. There's so many processes also that can be adopted, which is the IVF. To some it's very expensive. So if you can't afford IVF, then you can go for adoption. Even some people here in Nigeria that they have their own children, they still have people that they adopt and they treat them as their own. But the point is, if you know that you maltreat these children, it's better you don't go for adoption and all that. So we know that some Nigerian mother-in-law, their wahala is so much and everything, and they're always disturbing. When will I see my grandchildren? I want to come around and I want to see children flowing all around me and all that. So if you are in that kind of situation, you can actually opt for adoption. You can discuss with your spouse and know the best possible means you can use in adopting a child into your own. And even some adopted children, they do better in future. They do well in future. So it's not just about your biological children alone. Even some adopted children are far better than biological children. So it's actually how you train them, it's how you treat them. If you treat them with love and care, they wouldn't have the feelings that you are not their real parents. And they will be eternally grateful to you because they know that you actually did them a favor by adopting them, taking them from the orphanages, removing them from bad posters home and treating them like your own. So it's a very good thing that you can come up with. Then also, some people do surrogates. You can also get a surrogate mother. But for this surrogate thing, I would like you to be very careful. Be very careful, not to be with somebody that you know, not maybe a friend, a family member, or a sibling or something. Because one day they can actually come back and say, okay, this is my child, I want to claim my child. Some people, maybe they also experience delay in childbirth. That's when they will actually remember that, oh, I want back one child, let me go back for it. So if at all you want to go for surrogacy, make sure they have companies down that they get people for you, you pay them, you treat them well during their pregnancy period, you follow up on everything, and at the end, when the birth, they give you the child. Some even don't even meet the intended parents, so that stories that touch the heart will not happen. So they don't meet the intended parents. They just do their thing, they collect their money, and off they are gone. So it will be better you go to a company like that. You can Google it to check, so that it won't be a story of somebody's coming back 20 years later, 15 years later, 5 years later to collect the child back. So these are other options that you can actually look to if you are still in the waiting period. And I pray for all those that are waiting and hoping, expecting to be a mother and a father someday. Definitely the Lord will do it. Keep trusting. So that is all I have on City Gist with Sister Temi today. Till I come your way next time, be cool and safe. And please follow us on all our social media handles. On YouTube, we are on YouTube as OXL Official TV and OXL TV. On Facebook, Twitter, TikTok,